In a bustling city where dreams were as common as the morning rush, there lived a man named Paul. Paul was not just any man. He was a dreamer, a seeker of the extraordinary. Armed with degrees and diplomas, he embarked on a relentless quest to find the job of his dreams. He envisioned himself in a sleek office, commanding a legion of employees, with a paycheck that could make any bank account blush. Paul's days began with the ceremonial checking of job listings. He scoured websites, attended countless networking events, and even dabbled in motivational seminars. The pursuit was thrilling, and he felt he was on the verge of discovering that perfect role, a job that would align his skills, passions, and the hefty paycheck he longed for. One fateful Tuesday, Paul received a call that would change everything. Expecting a corporate recruiter, he was instead greeted by a jovial voice from the local community centre. "We're looking for someone to help with neighbourhood projects," the voice said. Paul almost declined, but something in the voice's earnest tone piqued his curiosity. Reluctantly, he agreed to an interview, imagining it would be a brief detour before he resumed his quest. He donned his best suit, hoping to make a good impression, though he doubted the relevance of such a role. The community centre was a far cry from the glass towers Paul had envisioned. It was a modest building, filled with laughter, chatter, and a distinct sense of camaraderie. He was introduced to Mrs. Henderson, a spirited woman in her 60s with a laugh that could light up the gloomiest of days. Mrs. Henderson explained the role: coordinating volunteer efforts, organising local events, and simply being there for the community. It wasn't glamorous, and the pay was modest, but there was something genuine and earnest about it that Paul couldn't ignore. Paul stood at a crossroads. He could continue chasing his corporate dream, or take a chance at something entirely different. Against his better judgment and to his own surprise, he chose the latter. Days turned into weeks, and Paul found himself immersed in the life of the neighbourhood. He organised food drives, set up after-school programmes, and even helped repaint the community centre. He worked alongside people from all walks of life: single mothers, retired veterans, enthusiastic teenagers. Each day brought new stories, new challenges, and an unexpected sense of fulfillment. One day, while painting a mural with a group of kids, Paul realised he was smiling more than he ever had in his corporate pursuits. The job wasn't about prestige or money, it was about making a tangible difference. He was becoming a pillar of the community, a role he never knew he was meant to play. It was during a community celebration, as he watched the joy on the faces around him, that Paul had his epiphany. The job of his dreams wasn't about status or wealth. It was about purpose and connection. He had found his calling not in a skyscraper, but in the heart of his neighbourhood. Paul's story became a local legend, a testament to the unexpected paths life can take us. He continued working at the community centre, his days filled with meaningful work and heartfelt laughter. He learned that dreams are not always about personal gain, but about the impact we have on others. And so, in the humblest of places, Paul found his true dream job, surrounded by simple, humble people who taught him the greatest lesson of all: that the richest life is one filled with love, community, and purpose.